What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the TWF World Heavyweight Universal Multiverse Snyderverse All the Verses 10 Verse Undisputed Wrestling Podcast Champion of all podcasts around the world. 10 Lives and Tony, and this kid, the producer.
Kira.
Yeah, whatever.
I only have 3 things in my name. The producer, Kira, and you can never get it right.
Oh, it's the producer, Kira? It's not Kira, the producer?
No, it's not. Where'd you get that from?
News to me.
You say the producer, Kira, all the time, so you know it's the producer.
There it is. All right. So, guys, in case you're new to this podcast, we started this a few months ago, took a hiatus to revamp. And for everybody listening, share this with everybody. Give us a 5-star review. It's going to be rocky roads for now because we're still trying to find our footing. But I'll tell you this. Kira, did you know this?
No.
I'm going to tell you. We are the only, ready? This is true. I know you hate it, but we are African-American, okay? In case you're not watching this on YouTube and you're listening, we are black, okay? We are the only African-American father-daughter wrestling podcast in the universe.
Oh.
I don't just mean the WWE universe. I don't mean the AEW galaxy. I don't mean the MLW stratosphere. I don't mean all those other letters and anywhere else you might be on the planet or in the Milky Way. I have not heard any other podcast with a father and daughter, not to mention being of color.
Oh.
Now I know you don't think it's a big deal, but people must know, especially in the climate of what's going on in the world. Now I know we don't talk politics here, but we got some big coming up in the election. We got DJT, Donald J. Trump, going against Kamala Harris. It's like a WrestleMania match. You know?
Indeed.
It really is. It's like if Donald Trump was a wrestler, who would he be? Not to mention he is in the WWE Hall of Fame. He'd be Hulk Hogan?
Oh, no.
Why? Because he's a racist?
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. But
that's not what I'm saying. That's what people say.
He didn't pave. I feel like Hulk Hogan paved the way.
He did.
I don't know if Trump paved the way for anything.
And if anybody gets offended by what we say here, it'll only be me because Kira doesn't offend anybody. She puts a filter on me. But I wasn't saying Hulk Hogan was racist. People say Hulk Hogan's racist. I don't say it. People say it. That's what people say.
The people.
The people. So Kamala Harris, people like to call her Kamala.
Yeah.
The rest of Kamala. But anyway, if this is gonna be great. You know, I'm not into the politics like who's gonna win, but the debate's gonna be like WrestleMania.
If they have the debate.
They gotta do it. They gotta have the debates. They got to. Do you know what great TV would be? Because look, Trump's gonna call her every name in the book, and she's gonna just, go for the jugular. Are you a crook? Are you a criminal? I was a prosecutor. It's gonna be great. And he'll call her names and she'll bounce back. Oh my God. Let's not forget Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe took
we forgot about Sleepy Joe.
I didn't forget about Sleepy Joe. Listen,
He's gone.
People want to call him Sleepy Joe. I call him Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
I don't call him Mr. President.
There it is.
There it is.
Well, people.
Did you realize this too, Kira, before we start the podcast? That the minute Biden dropped out of the race, several people endorsed me to run for president.
Oh. So you're saying when Biden was running, they didn't have faith in you?
No, because they can only allow 2 people, 1 person from Delaware, and I live in Delaware as well. But I'm a transplant from New York because I will never claim that I'm from this state ever. I know people are going to be like, "Oh my God, that's so let's cancel him. He doesn't want to be from Delaware." I don't care. Cancel me then. Delaware they call it the first state. It's the worst state. They make like Wawa's a big deal. We got Wawa. You ain't got no bodegas.
I like Wawa.
Please. Hoagie Fest. What kind of crap is that? The Hoagie Fest, brother. Let me ask you this question before you go. If Macho Man had a choice between eating a bacon, egg, and cheese from NYC or eating a Wawa bagel sandwich, which would he pick? Come on.
I feel like everyone would pick bacon, egg, and cheese.
Exactly.
But Wawa
There's no
cleaner.
There's no wow. There's no but. Do you know what the best sandwich place ever was on earth? It was called Blimpie.
Oh, I do remember that.
Blimpie was the best. You got to be a little older. If you heard us pause, guys, a child just walked into the room, closed the door, and walked out. We need signs everywhere, Kira, saying recording. Do not enter recording. This is why we must get the big bucks. And these people here must subscribe to us on YouTube, the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show, and send us some super chat money. Super chats is where it's at.
Indeed.
Okay, let's get into it. All right. Once again, in case you missed it, I'm Tantalizing Tony. This is Kira, the producer.
The producer, Kira.
Oh, we switched it again?
What?
Huh? Let's talk about SummerSlam.
Woo!
So SummerSlam will be this weekend, right? Well, really next weekend. But even though it's this week, it's next weekend.
Right.
August 3rd in Cleveland.
Right.
That helps, right?
Right.
Will you be there?
I think, honestly,
we do not have hotel accommodation. The problem. We have a plane ticket and we have tickets to SummerSlam. We have no hotel accommodations.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this podcast, you'd like to donate to the Kira, the producer Kira Fund, because we can't have my kids sleeping in the street. We'll take all donations to Tantalizing Tony on all Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. We even take EBT. We're not ashamed to take the food stamps. Are you old enough to remember the actual food stamps? Like they used to be money?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So back in the day, in the old days, food stamps were actually food stamps. They were actually printed money. They were white piece of paper. The brown was $1, 5 was purple. I think 10 was green. I don't remember what 20 was because I don't think we ever had $20 and we were very poor. And it came in a book and you would rip the book, you would rip it out and give it to them. And it was so embarrassing because people would know you're on food stamps. That's why they put it on a card to share, to save people the embarrassment.
Speaking of embarrassing, let's talk about Liv Morgan.
What? Listen, I know. So, in case you guys don't know, Kira is a diehard Judgment Day fan. And when you talk about Rhea Ripley, my goodness, she's a Rhea Ripley mark.
I will agree with that. Yeah. I am a mark for Rhea Ripley, but that's only because she checks all the boxes, both inside the ring and outside the ring, in character and out of character. She's just a wonderful human being.
You know, I will say this. A lot of people want to compare her to Chyna, and no disrespect to the late Chyna, but I'm sorry, Rhea Ripley surpasses her by far. She did not have the wrestling ability that Rhea Ripley has. Chyna was great to look at, and she had a good gimmick, but there is no way. And tantalizing means?
No way.
No way that Chyna could ever measure up to Rhea Ripley. I'll give it to you. I will also go on a limb and say Rhea Ripley at this time is maybe top 3 all time.
You know what I'm going to say? Maybe she's number 1.
I don't want to go there yet.
Yeah, but that I feel like it's all the subjective. I was about to say sub, but
do you go to college? Yeah, you don't even know words. You know, guys, sometimes I'm talking. Sometimes you'll hear us get into it because, you know, and if you watch the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show exclusively on YouTube, cheap plug, Kira is very disrespectful. She's 20, doesn't claim to be, but she is 20 years old. She's an adult. So I don't want people to say, oh my gosh, child abuse, call Child Protective Services. No, guys, she's an adult. I can literally punch her in the face and it's okay.
I don't know about that.
Don't press charges.
But I wouldn't say I'm disrespectful.
What do you call it?
I call it having a conversation.
Please.
A normal, not a one-sided conversation.
My side is the only side that matters.
And that's where we butt heads.
Because you have no wrestling history prowess. You have no you don't have the depth I have. Do you know how long I've been in the wrestling business? As either, you know, people think if you're a fan, you're in a business. You're part of the business. But I'm not just a fan. I'm not just a super fan. I was also a former ring crew for ECW. I have been a booker. I have refereed. I have managed. I have run promo classes. But most importantly, I have stepped in the ring. I'm a former professional wrestler. In fact, I am the former light excuse me, let me clear my throat. Light heavyweight champion of United States Championship Wrestling in Pittsburgh. 2 years running, I was the champion. And people don't give me my credit. Not to mention, I've recently come out of retirement to wrestle again at the age of 56 years old. Now, right now, I am not medically cleared. I had a little knee injury. I was training at the Monster Factory, and I hopefully will be going back in a couple weeks. But just for the record, I have more wrestling experience in my little pinky than you do in your entire body. And I'm not going to let you speak. I'm going to keep going. See, this is what I do, folks. See, Kira's only here for one reason and one reason alone. It's so I can use her to get further in my career, because people love a team. And if you use your daughter as a tag team partner, people are like, oh, that's a great gimmick. It's great. I really don't want her. Once you make it big, she's fired, kicked to the curb.
Right. And I'm okay with that.
She's an end to a mean. A means to an. What's our language today? She's a means to an end.
We haven't done a podcast in a while, people.
We're a little off.
We're a little rusty in our English language.
And we're even looking at the clock right now because we're trying to go like 45 minutes to an hour. And I put the stopwatch on, but we have it on the screen already. So yeah, I'm definitely losing. All right, let's get back to the matter at hand. Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley, the greatest love triangle in the history of the wrestling business since Hogan, Elizabeth, and Macho Man Randy Savage, in my opinion. Or maybe let's erase that. Edge, Lita, and Matt Hardy.
There you
go. Right there. That was some real stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say they went into real life with that
one. We'll do a podcast on that one day, because I remember that whole thing, and it was uncomfortable. Matt Hardy wanted to kill Edge.
But these guys in the modern era, they're a little more professional.
That's true.
They have their own relationships, except for Liv now. But okay.
Let me make a quick joke. I was going to do a joke, and you cut me off, cut my little my moment off.
Rewind the tape.
What I was going to say is this. I was going to say, when Edge and Matt Hardy were getting into it, you know, they were really good friends. But apparently, Matt Hardy didn't really know him. Get it? I think you know me. I think you know me.
We got it.
No?
Everyone got it.
Okay, I fell flat.
There's no one else to laugh but me. And you know I'm not laughing at your joke after you just cut me off.
Do you know what a cutoff is in wrestling?
Huh?
A cutoff.
Use it in a sentence.
It's when you cut somebody off in wrestling, it's like when they're making a big comeback and you cut them off to kill their heat.
I feel like that's anywhere, though. That's what cut off means.
I cut you off to kill your heat right now.
Yeah, right.
You have no heat.
Right.
Right on.
Right.
Okay.
But people, let's get back to, we keep missing the trifecta. We keep missing the freaking love triangle.
No, I'm trying to kill time. That's how you stretch it out.
I've got a lot to say about this topic, Dad. I think I could fill the whole 45 minutes.
So just so you guys know, Kira is incensed with this whole thing. And she has, listen, Kira doesn't curse, but she's come close to saying some really nasty things about Liv Morgan. So Kira, I'll let you take the floor. Once again, Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, the love triangle. But I will say this before you start talking. This is the best Liv Morgan we've ever seen.
I agree.
She has embraced this character, and I love it. Okay, Kira, take it away.
All right.
I'm going to sit back, take a nap.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Where did it all start? Liv for brutality.
In the beginning.
There was Liv and Rhea. Liv for brutality, okay? That was blonde Rhea. He's eating. If you guys are listening on Spotify, he's eating a sandwich while I'm talking. But anyway, Liv for brutality. They were a really close, amazing tag team. And then they broke up. And they kept putting Rhea Ripley in these freaking tag teams. And I kept saying she needs to be solo. So they finally, kind of not solo in the women's division, but she's still in like a tag team / faction because she was in Judgment Day, right? So she joined Judgment Day. Best thing that could ever happen for her, okay? So she's ruling all the guys in the guys' locker room. She's taken over the whole women's division. She's got titles on titles on titles, right? And then we fast forward, we get Dom into this whole situation, and now we got Rhea and Dom, and they're living a wonderful, beautiful life together in WWE. They have their WWE relationship, and we're all loving it. But then, dun, 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 Then we fast forward to today's time, okay? And we get Liv Morgan because she's all mad that Rhea Ripley is beating everybody up and she broke her arm, whatever. So Liv comes back and she breaks Rhea's arm. And then while Rhea is gone, we start the shenanigans. Okay, the shenanigans start when Rhea leaves because they know if Rhea was there, that none of this would have been happening. Okay, so Liv took her opportunity. I'm gonna give her just due because she was smart with her tactics. She waited till Rhea was out, right? And then she decided to infiltrate the Judgment Day. Okay, so Liv she's playing in the clubhouse. She's talking to everybody. She's talking to Finn. Damien the whole time is not having it, but she's trying to get with Dominik. Now it started off like she's just trying to take everything that mommy loves. But then she said she developed real feelings.
Here comes the cutoff.
I'm almost getting there.
Are you going to ramble on about this whole storyline?
I'm getting there.
Get to the point.
But what if the people that are watching don't know what's happening?
This is a problem. If the people that are listening to this podcast aren't watching the product, there's a problem. You have been going. I actually walked away and came back and you were still talking.
It was 2 seconds.
Continue.
So basically, Liv Morgan is trying to take Dom. Dom's not having it. Finn is like, I kind of like Liv. And Damien was never having it. So now Rhea Ripley is like, she's back. And she wants her Dom back. And should I talk about the last thing that happened? Or should I just talk about the whole triangle first?
If I was new to this podcast and heard you rambling, I would have tuned out 20 minutes ago.
You were rambling about not even the topic in the first 10 minutes of the show. And I'm actually talking about what the people tuned in for. You're mad?
It's not even entertaining how you're talking about it. And it's telling a story. You're recapping the same way WWE does every week.
I like the recaps.
What? Who cares? Let's get to right here and now.
Okay, what would you like to say, Father? What is your thoughts on the whole situation?
I honestly wasn't listening to anything you said, so I don't even know where you picked up at. Finish where you were.
I'm done.
Now here we go.
Rhea is back. Liv and Dom have figured out their situation. He hates her.
Is that right?
That's what he said. But
you're so blind.
No. I think it's okay. I do think it's a trap. I know. I don't think it's a trap, but I know what people are gonna say. Do you know what people are gonna say?
Look, I am so confused by what we've been talking about right now because now you're on this. Let's back up.
I've been talking about the same three people.
Let me ask you a question. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley used to be friends, correct?
They used to be tag team partners.
They were. And what happened?
They broke up.
No. That's not what happened. They were both faces, correct? They both were good guys, right?
Okay.
We'll answer the question.
Yes.
What happened?
So Rhea did turn.
Stop. Rhea turned, right? Rhea went heel, went into business for herself, and turned on her partner. She basically Shawn Michaels, Liv Morgan, right? Basically just put, figuratively put put Liv Morgan through the barbershop window.
No, because Liv and Rhea were, I don't know what the heck the whole Nikki ASH thing with Rhea was, but Rhea was sick of the tag teams and she was like, her partners were holding her down. Do you see what happened when they took her out of all those tag teams and put her by herself?
Is it Liv Morgan's fault that Rhea Ripley decided to tag with her? Okay, when you're in a tag team, 50% on the blame goes on one person and 50% on the other. In this instant with this podcast, when the success comes through, I get 100% of the accolades and you get 0. Thanks. Now, like I was saying, Rhea Ripley turns on Liv Morgan, takes Liv out for 8-9 months, gone. That means she's not earning a paycheck. She basically has to take the medical money they give you. Because I don't know what you think goes on with these contracts. They don't get their full pay when they get hurt. They get peanuts on the dollar. They get, nothing. Okay? It's like going to Canada. That's what it's like there. Nothing. Anyway, so Liv Morgan's out, right? And you realize during this time she was in a relationship with Taylor Rotunda, also known as Bone Dallas, and they broke up right before she came back. They probably put such a strain on her relationship because of being out of action. Okay? Who did that to her? Rhea. Then Liv comes back, gets her revenge, and takes Rhea out. Everybody's going, I can't believe Liv Morgan did that to Rhea Ripley, because you guys all marked out because Rhea is your chosen one. Who's in the right here? Liv Morgan.
Rhea Ripley.
Please.
It's Liv Morgan's fault she wasn't good enough to be Rhea's partner.
Is it your fault that you're not good enough to be my partner?
I never asked to be your partner.
It doesn't matter if you asked. I'm pretty sure Liv Morgan didn't ask to be Rhea Ripley's partner either. So they put them together.
Kick me to the curb then.
Would you rather me hit you with a chair and break your arm?
Sure.
Rhea Ripley had a basic conversation. Hey, Liv, it's not working out. Let's go our separate ways, darling.
We're in WWE. We settle our differences and our problems in the ring. Sorry.
Yeah, but you don't stab somebody in the back. You tell them to the face. Hey, okay, I don't like what's going on here. Let's have a match. No, Rhea Ripley attacks her from behind, and I can't believe that you're so on Rhea Ripley. No, you're the kind of person, right? That if it's your person, it doesn't matter if they break the rules as long as it's good for you.
Exactly.
Oh, but when people in the real life break the rules, you're like, oh, I can't believe they broke the rules.
Exactly.
So
what's your point?
So that you're a hypocrite?
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, Liv Morgan came back and basically has taken everything away from Rhea except for Dom. But here's where things are going to change. You believe, let me ask you a question. What do you believe? Do you believe that Dominik has made up with Rhea and he's done with Liv Morgan? You believe that? Honestly. Don't ask what the storyline is. Break down the fourth wall and you tell me right now, under oath, if you believe that Dominik and Rhea are going to make it.
I believe you're not going to get anything out of me that's going to
disparage Rhea Ripley.
Exactly. So I do believe that Rhea and Dom can work it out.
So in other words, you don't want to tell the truth. So in other words, you don't want to tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
So in other words, you don't want to tell the truth.
I am.
Guys, I'm looking at the camera. This shows you how young she is and doesn't even know how to get fed a line. Ready? Say the line to me I said to you.
In other words, you don't want to tell the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Okay.
See what I did there?
Gotcha.
God, you're the worst of all time.
Any hoosies, I am going to say...
Any hoosies?
That I do know what people are going to say about my Dom and my Rhea,
Smart people.
They're going to try to say that Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio and maybe even Finn Balor were all working backstage to try to make Rhea believe that Dom is still on Rhea's side, even though Liv put on a show by crying and putting on the ugliest face she could possibly do and walking out of the arena. I know that's what they're going to say, but everybody, listen up. That's exactly the plan that I said Rhea was doing with Dom, okay? So I was 2 steps ahead of you 2 months ago, okay? So I know what you guys are thinking, but in my perfect world of WWE, Liv Morgan is actually kicking her feet and crying her eyes out because Dom chose Rhea. And in a real life situation, Dom would choose Rhea over Liv any day. Anyone would choose Rhea over Liv any day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me say this. First of all, Rhea Ripley is a spousal abuser.
No, she's not.
Oh, she is.
Oh, she's not.
She should be brought up on charges. And I can tell you from personal experience, the way she talks to men is very condescending. She was very rude to me at WWE World WrestleMania weekend. I was very nice to her. She goes to me, sucks to suck, fam. Sucks to suck? Who does she think she's talking to? Dominik? And let's talk about Dominik. Before Dominik joined the Judgment Day, what used to happen to Dom? Rhea Ripley would orchestrate Dominik to get the living crap beat out of him on a regular basis. They would beat the crap out of Dominik on Rhea Ripley's orders. And then he joins Judgment Day and she berates him, makes him do whatever. Daddy Dom this, whatever. Come here, Dom. And now, as he tried to apologize sincerely. He can't help it if he's irresistible like Ken Lives and Tony, and the women throw themselves at him. He can't help that he has such great looks like 10 Lives and Tony. Dominik can't help it. You know, when Dominik, true story, guys. Do you know when Dominik really started getting really popular and the women falling for him? When he met me backstage at SummerSlam last year. Just like when Cody touched the YouTube title, he became champion. Same thing when Rhea met me, she retained the title. Everybody, same thing like Bianca. All these superstars are on the down and out. They meet 10 Lives and Tony and they get uplifted. I guarantee you, Coach Jonathan Coachman, his ratings will go up since he met me. Everybody should bow down to 10 Lives and Tony and know that when they meet me, that they're in the presence of greatness. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, I lost my train of thought because I was just so random.
I think you were gonna say Rhea Ripley is.
She's an abuser. She abused Dom. She abused him then. She abused him now. She gets whatever she deserves. Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio and Finn Balor working in the rings as well. They've got the plan, and they're gonna decimate Rhea Ripley. And I can't wait to see her drop to her knees like she deserves.
No wonder she says it sucks to suck to you, because she knows whose side is right. She didn't say it sucks to suck to me. You were standing there, and she decided that you're the one that sucks. And I think she has a good radar, because you do. If you think that Liv Morgan in any way is better than Rhea Ripley, let me break it down for you guys, okay? Rhea Ripley, she's won every title, including NXT Women's World Championship, okay? And she's just better, guys. She's just better. No, I was gonna say, so last we checked, Dominik and Rhea, they made up, right? And then Liv Morgan was walking away sad and crying. What do I think is happening next week on Monday Night Raw? Let me tell you. So we get a happy we get a happy Rhea, and we get a happy Dom, but I believe Finn Balor, he's got a hidden part to all of this as well, because I think he might be the one that's kind of working with Liv a little bit, talking to Liv, trying to get Dom to join her side. And then we'll have Liv, Dom, and Finn, and then Rhea, Priest, and JD. I don't even know why JD would be there, or maybe even Carlito. I have no idea. But the only thing that I know for sure and for certain is that the Terra Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, are sticking together, because this whole time that everything was happening while Rhea was gone, Damian Priest is the only one that stood by her side. I think on Monday Night Raw, there's still gonna be all the problems in Judgment Day with them and Liv Morgan has not been solved. Okay, there's still some mysteries to be solved, like why Carlito's hanging around there, why Finn Balor is acting all suspicious, why Liv, I feel like her reaction was too on point. Like, it didn't seem genuine.
She's genuine. She was truly hurt. The man she loved, that she's fought for, they look what he did to her. It was genuine.
It was beautiful. I loved seeing that whole monologue that Dominik did. He said, "I hate you." He was speaking in Spanish. "You ruined my life." Best thing that Dom's done in a really long time.
Speaking of Spanish, everyone should learn Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed this. One of my closest friends is Hispanic, and sometimes she says things to me, I have no idea what she's saying. I think it's on purpose.
Okay.
I think she's putting me down.
Biblioteca.
That means the library.
I know.
Let's go. I know that one. I know biblioteca. What else do you know in Spanish? You know this one? Cállate la boca. Shut your mouth. How's that for Spanish? You talk too much. Back to what I was saying. You know, a lot of people are like you in WWE, fans, universe people, whatever you call them. Marks for Rhea.
So moshers.
If I ever meet Rhea Ripley face to face, I'll tell her about herself. Okay? I'm afraid of her.
You have met Rhea face to face on multiple occasions.
Next time I meet her, I'm going to really give her a piece of my mind.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay, let's get to SummerSlam. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, SummerSlam this next Saturday, Cleveland, August 3rd. Will you be there?
I think I will.
We may be sleeping in the train station or the bus station.
Probably.
Hopefully, people take pity on us and send us some hotel money.
Maybe.
People ask me, Tony, do you do this as a cash grab? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I try to do this to make a lot of money and be famous.
100%.
Why not?
The only reason.
Logan Paul's rich.
Right.
He doesn't even have half the charisma I have.
He sucks.
Yeah, he does. Let me ask you a question before we talk about charisma. We're going to get back to this. You know The Rock has a lot of charisma?
Sure.
Do you think The Rock has a lot of charisma and a lot of fame because he's great at what he does, or because he's 6'5"?
Because he's 6'5",
exactly.
100%.
If he was 5'7", he'd be working in a car wash.
And because he's part of one of the greatest families in wrestling history.
The NYE?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an honorary member as well.
I mean, by blood.
Huh?
By blood.
How do you know I'm not related to him by blood?
You're not.
How do you know?
I know.
I took a DNA test.
You didn't.
I did.
False information.
Yeah, and that's not false.
I think it is.
Anyway.
Rhea versus Liv at SummerSlam, people.
So Liv, of course, is the current WWE World Women's Champion, correct?
Rhea's still my champion, but you
She
could
might
say
still
what
be a
you want to
champion.
say.
She might be a champion, but the belt ain't around her waist.
Okay. Buy a belt off the shop. It's the same thing.
Okay, let me tell you something. This is my voice when I try to alienate people. Let me tell you something, girl. Your girl Rhea Ripley not champion, and she ain't never gonna be.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking.
What a statement.
But at SummerSlam, do you really believe that Rhea Ripley regains the title?
100%.
You're out of your mind.
I've been telling you guys, whenever it's someone against a Judgment Day member, I'm going with Judgment Day member. But I genuinely believe that Rhea Ripley is getting her title back. And I know people are going to be like, oh, drag it out to WrestleMania. And that would be a fun match to see at WrestleMania and for her to win it again at WrestleMania. But no, I think she gets it back at SummerSlam because, like, the Judgment Day, they're patching up their cracks, okay? And Finn and JD just got their tag titles back.
That faction is over, Kira. You need to start realizing that the Judgment Day is done.
Damian just cashed in his money in the bank to get the World Championship. And I think he's retaining at SummerSlam as well.
You know what? I don't disagree with that. I do think that it would be smart to keep the belt around Damian Priest's waist. But that's for another podcast. Focus.
Okay? I'm focused.
No, you're really not.
I've been focused.
Because if you were focused, you realize that you don't bring that up about the title match.
What?
Yeah.
You brought up 10 different things.
That's me. It's my show.
It's also my show now, I guess, right?
Oh. I'm joking. I'm choking on your unprofessionalism and your terrible demeanor.
I mean, I'm just looking at my face up there in the corner. If you guys are listening on Spotify or anything, my face is on the overlay.
How come you never mention Apple Podcast? Because you're biased against Apple, like you're biased against Liv Morgan.
I am biased.
Oh,
okay.
So you admit it.
I admit it. I don't have a problem admitting my flaws. Okay.
Oh, that you will lie, and cheat, and steal.
No, but I will. I'm not, and I'm also not going to put Liv down in any way because I do agree that this whole era, this whole revenge tour era that she's in right now,
is deserved.
Is okay, and it's the best.
So you're admitting that she has.
I said okay.
You're admitting she has a legitimate gripe.
She's doing well.
Can you imagine if someone, you're at your job, you know how you work, where you work, flipping your burgers, and somebody hit you in the back of the head with a spatula? Would you let them get away with it?
What are you talking about?
My point is, Liv's at work minding her business, thinking she's in a tag team match, and the match is over, and her partner beats the crap out of her.
Okay.
How's that fair?
Okay. Well,
Liv is justified. She is.
Okay. I guess she is, but in your opinion, but in my opinion, absolutely not. But I will say Liv is doing great right now, but Rhea's just better. This
is the best Liv Morgan we've ever seen.
I agree. And I have been saying I would be cheering and rooting for Liv if she wasn't trying to tear apart my Judgment Day. But since she is, I'm going to have to oppose her amazing run as this new aura she's got going on and stick with Rhea Ripley.
You can stick with Rhea Ripley. It doesn't matter. Some people stuck with Biden. See what happened to him.
Okay.
Dropped out of the race. Okay.
Okay.
Some people stuck with Trump 4 years ago. He lost. Some people are gonna stick with Kamala, whatever her name is, and Trump this year. One of them gonna lose. Someone has to pick a loser. Me, I pick winners. Liv Morgan retains with the help of Dominik Mysterio and breaks Rhea Ripley's heart.
I think you misspoke. You said you pick winners, but you picked Liv.
Winner.
You meant to say losers.
She's the world champion.
So she's losers.
Do you know what Liv Morgan and I have in common?
What?
We're both champions. In case you're only listening to this, you don't see this podcast on YouTube. I'm pointing to the greatest title ever created in the history of this business. The Tantalizing Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Universal Multiversal Undisputed Championship of all of social media. There it is.
The thing you guys have in common is you both have a cute piece of accessory to add to your outfits. Rhea's an actual champion. No matter if you take the title away from her outfit or not, because that's all that is. Deep down inside, visually, physically, promally, Rhea is the champion in all aspects.
Promoli? Is that a word now?
in my eyes, it is.
You should say promo-wise. Promoli.
Promoli.
Whatever.
In all aspects
I'm still choking.
We don't want to hear you.
Look, Kira. This is the problem with your generation nowadays. You guys are delusional. You guys don't believe in facts. Ready? Want to hear facts?
Lives delusional.
Here's a fact. Rhea Ripley does not have the title.
Okay.
The actual title is Liv Morgan's. The actual belt belongs to Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Which means she's the champion. I'm coughing a lot because I still can't believe what you said earlier. I'm still choking on those words.
Everything I said is making you.
Everything you say is a delusional lie.
Oh, wow.
If you were a wooden girl, your nose would be out to the street lights because you're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm saying this is all opinionated. Okay.
This I'm talking facts.
No, you don't.
Ready?
What?
Liv Morgan is the world champion. That's a fact.
Okay.
Just because you say Rhea is the champion doesn't make it so.
She shows that she's, and just because she's holding the title doesn't mean she's a champion. You know how long Nyla Rose has been running around with the friggin' title and she wasn't champion?
I'm gonna shut you down right now. You ready? Ready for this? Ready for this? Ready for this?
Go on.
Let me clear my throat. Ready for this? In basketball, right?
What?
When you win the championship, they give you a trophy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Boston Celtics won this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who they play against? Do you even know? Neither do I, because I don't watch basketball. But whoever the losers were, they didn't take the trophy home. You ready for this?
Go on.
A guy named Grimm on YouTube.
I mean, sorry.
No, you meant it. A guy named Grimm on YouTube, he calls himself a champion as well. He has an actual title. Doesn't make it so. You know why? Because it's manufactured.
You're proving my point, buddy.
No, I'm proving that anybody can say what they want to say. Yeah, so just so you say something doesn't make... What is wrong here? I'm so sorry.
That's Rhea cutting your vocal cords out because
is she a Jedi?
She's a
she's a Sith Lord.
She's got some tricks up her sleeve.
If Rhea Ripley was in Star Wars lore, would she be a Jedi or Sith?
Ooh.
Good question here. So yeah, see? You can't figure it out right away. She'd be off the bat.
Honestly,
Cody Rhodes.
Her right now is
Jedi.
a Sith.
Cody Rhodes, Jedi.
Sith.
Roman Reigns, help you. What would he be? That was my Yoda.
Can one go from Sith to Jedi?
You know what? Good question. We must ask that on our next Star Wars podcast. Speaking of Rhea Ripley again, how about her being in Call of Duty?
Listen, I don't even play the game, but
we're making videos on that.
Yeah. I don't even play the game, but just seeing her on the TV is just insane. But the bad part about it is I keep watching her get shot. So
called Respawn. She's gonna have to come back to life.
Yeah.
Just like her dead career. Anyway.
What?
So let me ask you this, Kira, before we get out of here. We're at the 40-minute mark. See how I plan that up?
Sure.
Do you believe honestly that Rhea Ripley's going to once again be the women's world champion.
I do. At SummerSlam. Yes. At SummerSlam. I do believe that Rhea Ripley, I don't know about the circumstances. I'm not sure about all of the technicalities and shenanigans that will ensue. But I do believe at the end of the day, Rhea Ripley will be at that press conference saying, and no, I got my title back.
You mentioned the press conference.
I'm sorry. I know that's a touchy subject.
It is touchy. Once again, WWE has denied us press credentials.
Denied.
3 years running, we have sent emails to them. They've denied us 3 years running.
Yeah.
We've tried so hard. At the rate it's going, we're never going to finish our story.
Listen, maybe I don't know why we never started doing, because you said something about making like a promo video or something about us finishing our story, or you finishing your story at the press conference. If we do that and we do like day 2 of asking WWE to accept this, and you know how many people have done that?
We're at day 900 and so.
So there was someone on TikTok that was like doing a whole bunch of push-ups until Mr. Beast like contacts them or something like that.
I can't do push-ups.
And he was on like day 100 or something like that, and Mr. Beast finally contacted him. But he went viral that whole journey. He was posting every single day, doing the same thing until he got to his goal. So I think we need to do something very us or very you. Not push-ups, obviously, because neither of us could do push-ups.
So maybe I can do a few. So maybe, how about I have to cut a promo on WWE every day until they notice me? Do I have to cut a promo every day and tell WWE that once again you've passed the best thing happening, the only father-daughter African-American podcast in the wrestling business, and you don't want that on your show? Would you rather me go to Tony Khan? Is that what you guys want me to do? I'll go to Tony Khan. I'll go. Okay? Because he accepts everybody and anybody. You could just have a pulse and go to that company. I'm just saying.
I know what we can do.
What can we do?
Day 500 of chugging a can of C4 until WWE accepts us into the press conference. Every day we just chug a can of freaking C4.
So I should affect my health to get with them?
Yeah.
No, I'm not chugging a can of C4.
It could be water. They don't need to know it's C4.
Listen, we shouldn't have to do any gimmicks. At this point, listen, this is a true story. Before we finish up with Liv and Dom and Rhea, I saw someone at the press conference with 410 subscribers on YouTube. We're at almost 12,000. Now, is 12,000 a lot? You know, it's respectable. But hey, guys, let's do math. And this is not Scott Steiner math. This is real math. 12,000 greater than 400.
That's the truth. But I'm just saying, since what we've been doing hasn't really been working out, maybe we need to try something different. Maybe we need to stand out and put, like, be in front of their face, so it's so hard for them to ignore us.
How much more can I stand up? Do I have to put a sign? Hey,
maybe
put a sign. We need to be at the press conference. We need press credentials. What do I have to? You know what, Kira, you're right. From this point on, we're gonna cut a promo a day and put it on Twitter, 60 seconds every day. Tag WWE, tag everybody that we deserve a press pass.
That was not my idea.
Oh, but guess what? Here's the twist. I'm not gonna cut the promo.
No,
you are.
We can do a tag team promo.
I'm not tagging you for anything.
Oh, also, people, since to make sure that you guys listened this whole way through, I have a question for you guys, because a lot of people have been telling us, and this is for you too, a lot of people have been telling us that we need to do something specific to us, that when we go up to superstars, when we interview them, or when he interviews them, that they know what they're getting into. Like, there are some people that have a specific gimmick or a specific question that they ask every single superstar, so that they know what they're getting into when they walk up to you for an interview. So if I was to be in it, which I'm still contemplating, he's trying to force me.
Jonathan Coachman, the coach, specifically said to you, Kira, get on camera and start interviewing people because you are the hook. Look, let's be honest here. As good looking as I am and as much charisma as I have, Kira, you're a girl. People love that kind of thing. You know, you're kind of cute, I guess. So use it to our advantage.
But I was going to say, I think a cool idea. I haven't worked out any of the specs because I think something needs to be help me in the comments. Tag team interviews. Like you make the tag and then I don't know how it'll work. Like if I make the tag and ask a question or fight, I don't know.
Okay, but so you asked a softball question and then you tag me. They can't hear this.
You could have just clapped your hands together.
I just want to hit you. And then I asked the tough questions. Like let's want to do a little mock thing.
Sure.
Okay, ready? Vince McMahon's at the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you ask Vince a question.
Vince McMahon, is that your real hair?
Wow. Wow. And then she makes a tag. And I say, Vince, there's a lot of allegations coming against you on certain things. I can't do that.
But I was also thinking,
you know what's crazy though? You have to be worried what you ask somebody not to get canceled.
Right.
But the thing they did is cancelable.
Yeah.
Like I'd have to be afraid as a podcaster or as a YouTuber to ask a tough question in the, you know, being that I might get blowback. Oh my God, I can't believe he did that. And people would get the word out. Hey, don't talk to 10 Lives and Tony. Like if I asked a real question.
But it's so difficult because you have to read the person. Are they going to answer the question? Like, for example, at the press.
If you've been accused of something dirty and downright deplorable, you should be able to ask the question if you want to comment on it.
But if it's the right person, if it's the wrong person, you might burn that bridge. But if it's the right person, for example, someone asks John Cena something about Vince. John Cena answered the question to the best of his ability. But Triple H, when he was asked about Vince, he was like, I can't talk about legalities. So you got to know what question to ask to what person.
What time I'm going to burn any bridges? I'm not even on the bridge.
I mean, when you get to that point.
The bridge is closed. The drawbridge is up.
London Bridge is falling down.
Wow. Speaking of London.
WrestleMania.
Maybe he's going there.
Perhaps.
Why?
Perhaps.
Why are they going to do this to me?
But back to the tag team.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point we could tag the interviewee and they ask a question.
Oh, gosh. You are the worst.
That'd be so interesting.
Now I know why this channel's failing.
Has anyone done a tag team interview? Doesn't that seem interesting?
Not really, Kira. I'm bored just by listening to you.
Alrighty then.
So look, SummerSlam is next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We're taping this on Friday the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be up today.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the 10 Lodging Tag Team Podcast will be up. We may have a few extras up because of SummerSlam. We're gonna break down every match, podcast by podcast. So I think the first thing we really should do, the first actual podcast with the matches, I think we should go Cody solo.
Wait, what? We're doing a podcast per match?
Yes. So we'll break down the whole SummerSlam card. Cody solo, Damian Gunther, Drew, CM Punk with Seth as the special guest referee, 10 Lives and Tony versus Logan Paul. Oh, sorry.
Dear.
That's one of the dreams I had. So in closing, with Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Dominik Mysterio, you honestly believe that Dominik and Rhea are in on this together and Liv's only going to be in the outs, and Dominik will prove his true love for her and help her regain the title next week?
Yes.
You are delusional, and I want to get a DNA test to see if you're my child.
Let's do it.
I'm going to check because I really think maybe your mom must have stepped out on me, because how can you be my daughter and think this way?
Rhea and Dom live happily ever after. Rhea gets her title back. Dom gets a title because they all got titles in Judgment Day. I don't know what the heck Carlito's doing, hanging around like a stray puppy, but whatever.
Hey, that's not cool. See what I did there?
That's cool. That's cool.
Guys, I'm going to tell you this. Rhea Ripley, as great as she is, will not get that title back for a while. Liv Morgan retains the Women's World Championship with the help of Dominik and Finn Balor. Judgment Day crumbles at SummerSlam.
Wow.
Sorry.
Bold prediction.
It's great prediction. What I do.
Well, there you have it. You can imagine our conversations in this house. We're very divided. I'm team Rhea.
I'm right.
He's team
right.
Boo.
Team right.
Team terrible.
Team always right.
Team awful.
Team positive.
Team gonna lose at SummerSlam. And I'm on the best team.
I'm on Team Tantalizing. There it is.
There it is. We're all on Team Tantalizing, aren't we?
That's right. The leader of the pack here, the captain, the Capitan. That's it.
There it is.
The man.
Well,
El Presidente.
I hope you guys enjoyed your ride to your destination while listening to this, or your run while listening to this, or laying in bed while listening to this.
Or if you listen to it for 5 seconds and heard her voice and turn it off, I apologize.
I mean, the first 10 minutes you were yapping on about who knows what.
I guarantee you these people stay engaged the whole time because of me. We can see the analytics on when it was most popular. I guarantee you mine gets to spike up and yours goes all the way down. You're not entertaining. You're boring at best.
I mean, why would you want me on this show then,
I need you on the floor.
You need me.
Listen, I need you here because, listen, I'll be honest, I use you to get further in my career.
What am I going to do?
Who cares?
What am I doing to further your career, Father? Please enlighten me.
Once I get famous, I'm dumping you right over the boat with an anchor on your ankle and you're going down to the bottom of Davy Jones' locker.
People are going to clip that and send it to the police.
Send it to them.
All right, y'all.
That was great.
We're
back. Back in the news. You blew it. You've been off today. I said we're back. No Back in the New York Groove song. Nothing. You know why? Because you're so blinded by this woman right here, guys. I know you guys can't see this on podcast form, but if you watch on YouTube, I have a Rhea Ripley doll that my good friend
please be careful with her.
That Sam Gonzalez gave to her, and she loves it. And basically, Rhea Ripley looks like a fool as always.
What is your problem? Oh my gosh, you're just picking a lot of bones today, huh?
Guys, if you listen to this on Spotify, I don't know how you comment, but do it. Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review. Anyway, you listen to podcasts, share this, help us out. Listen to the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show exclusively on YouTube. You can find me on all social medias at Tantalizing Tony. Tony Tantalizing on X or Twitter. I don't call it X. It's and guys, if you're not watching, which you're not probably, she's mocking me. Every time at the end of the show, she moves her mouse and her hands like me. So you should watch it on YouTube as well. Kira, where can he find you on social media? I'm blocked.
Not on social media.
You're on Instagram.
I don't give it out though.
Oh, okay.
You got to find me. I think I'm at 6K now though.
No. Okay, so let me get this right. You're at 6,000 on Instagram. I'm only at 1,000 something, and you don't give your name out so people follow me and get the channel bigger.
I think I'm growing just fine.
And then you want to know why the channel's not further.
Yeah, because I don't want my family finding it. Because then if they follow me, then it's gonna. If I get here's the real reason. Before we leave out of here, here's the real reason why I block.
You're a drug dealer.
All my family. All my family from my
cocaine
social media accounts. Okay, it's the simple fact that I don't want to see their name pop up in my notifications. Like if I post something about Rhea or something and then they like it.
Do you know what everybody's thinking right now to themselves? Everybody's thinking that's not it. She's on OnlyFans. That's what they're thinking.
What in God's name?
That's what everyone's thinking.
It's a public account.
That's what everybody thinks. Oh, she's not giving out social media because she has a link to OnlyFans.
Okay, if you guys don't know me, I don't curse. I don't drink. I don't do anything rebellious at all.
20 years old and never cursed in her life. Not in front of me, at least.
That's correct information.
And I tried to give her liquor. She wouldn't take it.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Liquor is the worst thing on earth.
Well, that's because you know how your family is.
I know.
They're all out. It's
literally the only reason.
They're all addicts, except for me, of course. I'm like CM Punk. Straight edge.
On that note.
There it is.
We're getting out of here. All right. Team Rhea all the way, all day. Judgment Day, all day, every day. I'm not even gonna. I should mute your mic so you don't even say team.
For the people that saw
even
this
say it
for the first time or listened for the first time, they're never coming back.
Never coming back.
Never coming back.
I think that was the goal.
Whatever, we did it. We won once again.
Yeah.
Once again, we've done the best thing. We've done the greatest thing we've done in history. Not getting noticed.
Period.
Right.
That's all.
Guys, I'm Tantalizing Tony, the greatest wrestling podcaster in the business. I'm even better than Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, that is saying something.
I'm better than Sean Ross Sapp. So,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like Sean Ross. Listen, I have no qualms with anybody. I do have a little pet peeve with a few of them. They should give me a platform. They know how good I am, all of them. I think they're scared of me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
100%.
No, honestly, this
100%.
Here's a tough question. Chris Van Vliet ain't scared of me. He ain't got nothing to worry about.
Chris Van Vliet's interviewed like movie stars. He's a true interviewer.
He is the GOAT. If you want to put anybody at the top of the heap, it's Chris Van Vliet.
He deserves everything.
Sean Ross Sapp, listen, I don't know what he did, but he did the right thing. He's there.
Okay.
Denise Salcedo, God bless her heart. Everybody else out there,
subpar.
Yeah, at best.
No,
I think they're lukewarm. You know,
right?
Like tepid water.
If anything, you should be able to fit in. Not even you'd overpower the people in the pool.
Here's the thing: I'm not playing second fiddle to anybody. So if the coach brings me on the show, coach better be ready to get overshadowed. I love the coach. The coach is great. But let me just tell you this about anybody who interacts with me. If you give me a shot on your show, you better have an ironclad contract because I'll make sure to get your job.
He's a certified yapper. He could do this all day.
All day. I'm the Captain America of talking. See, I did that. I could do this all day. Speaking of Captain America, oh no, I won't spoil anything.
Oh yeah, you did see it. All right, y'all. We're getting out of here now.
Guys, thanks for listening to the Tantalizing Tag Team Podcast with the producer, Kira, Tantalizing Tony. We'll be back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please share this, like it, comment on it, give us some pointers. And once again, Rhea Ripley is a loser.
Oh, my gosh.
I said it.
Okay. Are you done, son?
I'm not your son. I'm your dad.
Are you done, son?
Okay, that's it. Guys, thanks for listening. And how do we go? Do we have any music taking us off?
I mean,
I'll sing.
Maybe.
To dream the impossible dream. To fight the unbeatable fall. Guys, do what I do best? And that's, tell them, Kira.
Stay tantalizing.
So.
No, because I was going to say something about Rhea, but then I decided maybe
you have no stage presence and no enthusiasm when you speak.
I know.
Let me show you to cut the promo. Guys, I'm Tantalizing Tony, the greatest podcast in history. I'm here with this bum, the producer Kira. Keep watching, keep listening. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Listen wherever you listen to podcasts. And as always, for this jabroni to my right, do what I do best, and that's stay tantalizing. See? You try it.
Guys, thank you for That's how you sounded. No, all I say is thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys come back for another episode. Would you like me to pick an accent? Australian, British, country, American, a valley girl.
There's no American accent.
America.
Thanks for listening, guys. Stay tantalizing. Press end recording.
Okay.
Now. Right now.
Okay.
This second.